there, and welcome to a special highlights edition of Comet Hunters, our unique series about the historic Rosetta mission to catch a comet. Now, all year we followed the team behind this space mission through all their ups and downs. And we begin back in January when Rosetta was still asleep after a 10-year journey through space. This is the first of many tense moments for the Comet Hunters. 288 days before Philae is set to land, and Rosetta should be waking up. But the signal is late, and when it arrives, it's a huge relief.
Getting it back is incredible. It's really, now we have one of the most fantastic adventures in front of us, one of the most challenging space missions ever.
I'm a bit less stressed than I was a minute ago, but I didn't think I was going to get this stressed. I got very stressed. And now we've got it back and we can do the science we're supposed to be doing now for the next 2 years. This is a brilliant time.
A few weeks later, and the Rosetta operations team are all smiles. Armelle and her colleagues control the spacecraft, and the mood now is upbeat.
C'est une petite Rosetta.
It's a mini Rosetta. It's to bring a little luck. Everyone has one in one form or another, which is nice. When we have contact with a satellite, we have to be here and ready. It's true that it isn't always easy to manage with family and private life. Today I'm feeling optimistic, and I'm telling myself that everything will go well. We've done all the tests, there won't be any surprises, and it's going to be fantastic. Dear Rosetta, I hope everything's going well up there, not too cold, that you don't want to get back under the bed covers, because this time, you know, we've got to go for it.
"204 days to go before Philae is released, and Matt Taylor and Fred Janssen at ESA's centre in the Netherlands are talking science and tattoos.
What we're doing from a scientific point of view is now looking at the longer term to see what we're going to do once we get to the comet. This year we're also looking to identify where that lander will go down, where's the best point to put that lander.
What is really exciting here, of course, is the target. We don't know it even. So everything that we prepare now, one single whim of the comet and it could be thrown out the window.
I had a tattoo done of a previous mission I was working on, so of course I had to have one done of Rosetta. So here is the beast. Hi Rosetta, you've done well, you've come out of hibernation, no more sleeping, it's on like Donkey Kong, let's do some science.
So by the summer, the Comet Hunters were closing fast on their target, but it turned out it wasn't quite what they were expecting.
We're on the comet!
Well, we're there. We've rendezvoused. We've done the next step, the big milestone, which was to rendezvous with the comet. Now we get to ride along for over a year.
The operations team now has to learn how to fly around a comet, something nobody has ever done before. They also have to start looking for landing sites straight away.
This object has already a very strange shape, and with the spacecraft we are coming in from this direction. Imagine the sun is somewhere here, and we want to map this object from several angles. So what we are going to fly at the very beginning is very strange orbits, almost a triangular shape, something like this, that allows us to view the object from different angles.
What Rosetta sees is this, an ancient lump of dust and ice known as 67P Churyumov-Gerasimenko. It looks like it has a head and a body.
It's a strange comet. We thought of lots of different possibilities for the shape, but I don't think anyone was expecting a rubber duck.
It's September now, and with Rosetta circling the comet, all attention is on Philae. In 50 days it will land, and here at ESA's Astronomy Centre near Madrid, Larry and Michael plan which instruments will do what and when.
Well, I've seen something on the elevation camera. The tricky bits are the unknowns, of course. Every day it's an object which is coming alive. Every day it's producing more gas, more dust.
The landing site has now been selected, and of course we all hope that it will be successful, and it is clear that it is a risky business, but I think it will be a success.
The landing itself is a huge event. We separate the lander at a certain distance where it says bye-bye to the mother craft, which has brought it so far. And within about an hour or so, it starts uplinking the images. So, of course, getting the signal from the lander will be very important. Hey, Rosetta, you may be hundreds of millions of kilometers from here, but don't worry, you're not going to crash into the comet because we know exactly where you're going to go. Keep working, keep alive, and keep sending those beautiful data to us, beautiful images.
With less than a month before landing, the Comet Hunters are flying right down to under 10 kilometers above the surface. The tension is mounting.
Now we are in the close observation phase, and slowly, gradually, we have started orbiting the comet at lower altitudes. Of course, it can happen that at any time the comet becomes very active and pushes the spacecraft completely away from its trajectory. But this we cannot predict. The softer the surface is, the more likely it is for the lander to have a soft landing and have higher chances not to flip over. Ciao, Rosetta. In a few weeks, the top time of your life is coming up. When the baby goes, don't shake too much. Be reassured that it will gently touch down here on the comet. And let it go. It's the time now to let it go. Ciao, all the best.
Of course, Rosetta's story was to have a few more twists and turns yet, and a few bumpy landings too. Let's go back just a few weeks to D-Day, when Philae touched down on a comet. Wednesday, the 12th of November 2014, a day the Comet Hunters will never forget.
I'm great. We landed on a comet.
In the end, Philae surprised everyone by bouncing twice before landing in a dark crevice where it couldn't recharge its batteries. It gathered science data for 64 hours before its energy ran out. Some of the instruments didn't work, but the Comet Hunters caught their prey and made history in the process.
Nothing else comes close to this. The exploration, the science, and just the wow factor. My son told me he wants to be a scientist, and that's only in the last year since I've been working on Rosetta, so job done.
Emotion and so enthusiastic, like little kids at Christmas. I think everybody here gets now the real feeling of what we are living, and this is a real historical moment.
That's not the last we'll hear from the team, of course. In 2015, we'll have an update on the science from Rosetta and Philae. We'll see you then.